before we actually pack up and leave. We try to finish all our molding operations, of course, and it just seems like this part of the business has grown so much. But one of the things I really do enjoy is getting pictures in the mail, and we have some good ones before we're going to pack and leave. Hey, Banjock sent this letter in. I always love his little cartoons. Some of the things he's got. We're always kidding him about his bi-slob. Well, this is a pro stunt slob. OS 90 with a pipe, 825 Venturi, 73% nitro, bladder pressure, volley prop, 7-blade, counter-rotating, starter recommended, weight 18 ounces, made out of my two favorite materials, unobtainium 85% and you can't getium 15%. Retractable tail wheel. Anyway, that's from Danny. Nice picture from Neil Beekman, his tiger cat. We're just trying to clean up all our loose ends before we start packing here. Nice Brodat kit. And following the progress on Ken Clapson's version of the Pond Racer. For over a year now we've been exchanging videos and pictures. He's got carbon fiber cowlings on this. It's got a cardinal wing with a swept forward leading edge and 234 strokes. Can't wait to see this fully buffed out. When Paul Winter saw these pictures, he almost had a heart attack. He was so overwhelmed. Here's what the cheek scoops look like on this. Now, he's a pretty creative guy. Look at the paint work. That is pretty nice. The graphics. Of course, it's not a semi-scale plane anyway, so you can really be wild with the graphics. It's a Pond Racer. Plane that this is loosely modeled on was of course owned by John Pond, hence the name the Pond Racer. Two Sato 30s, and this is built from a Cardinal kit. Anyway, this is by far one of the most outstanding models. I can't wait to see this. Hope I get to see it in real life or on video or something. Outstanding. Beautiful graphics. I think his wife and daughter had something to do with the graphics, but I'm not sure. Very creative. As many of us do, I always dedicate my plane to somebody that I had a lot of love and respect for. Rick Brickard was the person who was killed in the Pond Racer when it crashed at Reno in a practice session before a race. This is truly one of the most creative planes I've ever seen. This is really something. Ken, my hat is off to you, baby. And with Ken's other ship, the Tsunami model, which we've seen on the videos many times, and what's well, I think it's really creative, the Pond Racer. You throw in a Joe Adamusco Stuntress and you've got one. The Canadian Air Force should have it this good. Ken, I am totally impressed. As we pack for the NATS and try to get all our boxes of stuff ready and parts and spares and everything, and go through these last pictures, one more set from Walt Brownell, and we're going to see him at the NATS, I hope. This, of course, is Walt Brownell's version of the Typhoon. It has some electronic features on it. I believe he's going to also enter this in scale. Of course, is and I hope we get the video, some of the scale flights, a very accomplished scale flyer. Anyway, we have everything in boxes, everything in bags, suitcases. It's amazing how much junk you have when you get ready to go to a Nationals. Real early Friday morning. I couldn't leave at daybreak. Woody Midgley made a little bit different arrangements than we originally planned on, but it's not a problem. We're all going to get there on time. And I need to take my mother for a visit, and what I'm going to do is then I'm going to leave right from her house.
So I'll probably get there around midnight tonight. It'll be a little bit different than I'm normally used to, but it'll give me all day Saturday. One of the things I really like to do, of course, is shoot other events, including and specifically giant RC scale. And maybe there'll be a B-25 or two in the mix there. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to try to fit Miss Ashley, and we have not flown the plane since we put the carbon fiber flaps on. These were put on, and I'd speculate that I may need a tweak or two. I don't know how it's going to. We're not even going to get to fly the plane. It's only going to be a backup, like a backup quarterback would be on a football team, in case Mr. Typhoon decides to. Well, you never know with new stuff. When you're doing experimental stuff, everything's an adventure. Anyway, the car loaded up pretty well. And 12 o'clock is our doctor visit, so once that's over with, we'll be on the way. We'll probably be out to Muncie by midnight. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. We're looking forward to having a great time, and I hope Woody, who's traveling from Massachusetts direct, has a safe trip too. I'm not alone in saying every time I leave this house, I don't know, a couple days into this trip, I start having that feeling like I want to get home. It's like E.T., I want to be home. Karen has done such a wonderful job in the backyard, and we've had just the best of times out here. A great summer so far. Lots of flowers, lots of birds, and even some creative things that she's added to our garden. I don't know what kind of backyard I'd have if I wasn't married to Karen, but I'm not going to want to find out either. Anyway, off to Muncie. Every time this year we get ready for this trip, it seems like it's an ordeal, but it's just never easy. It's a long ride. Well, it sure looks like we have a nice traveling day. I hope. The clouds have been forming, but hey, there's Pennsylvania already. I guess I spoke too soon. We've been in traffic for over an hour here. Just like what you see right here. It seems like you just can't get through. Unbelievable. So we'll probably be in Muncie in time for the 2003 NATS. Every year, one of the highlights of the trip, and in this year we're going 3 times on this trip. This is the middle time. Going through the great Pennsylvania tunnels, where from time to time it can be raining inside the tunnel. We still to this day don't have an answer to that. I was hoping somebody that lived in Pennsylvania would give me a clue, because I am pretty clueless. Well, today doesn't look like it's raining too badly. There's times you have to run the wipers inside this tunnel. I think I'm kidding. Look at the water on the windshield. Not raining badly, but amazing. And every year it's like one chapter of your life. You go through the tunnel, when you come out the other side, it's another chapter of your life over. In this chapter, the 2001 NATS. We're only about 8 hours from being there right now. So I've been almost in every state. I think there's only a few states that Karen and I haven't been in on cross-country trips, but Pennsylvania is definitely one of the most scenic. If you'd only get them to fix all the roads at the same time. We've lost a lot of time already, though. Oh, these tunnels are so much fun. It seems like you're in a tunnel all the way out to Muncie sometimes. Right about now you start the usual anticipation of wanting to be there. It's a beautiful day. It looks like it's turning out to be a nice day. Hope we're going to have some good weather. We're almost at the midpoint of the trip here, and it's going off pretty well as planned. I always add so far, because so far is, when you're in Pennsylvania, you never know what they're doing with the roads. It's always a surprise. This right here is about the midpoint of our trip. I
always figure this bridge is about the midpoint. We got this great railroad bridge on the side of us here, but it must be abandoned. I never see trains on it. I'd stop and get some footage if there was a train below. This is one of the oldest suspension bridges in the country. We're in Wheeling here. Well past the midpoint of the trip. And it's been a nice day so far. Again, I keep saying that, hoping it'll stay that way. Hoping I can brainwash the weather. Well, we've condensed the whole day of driving as the sun is setting in the west. The whole day of driving into a few minutes here. I hope you've enjoyed sharing the trip. We're going to run our way to Muncie. Walk on earth. Must they scream and yell? A really nice sunset here. One of the joys, always the first night you're here, you don't get much sleep because pretty much when you stay in to clean it yourself Ramada, first thing you have to do when you get in your room is clean it. It's true. Anyway, we're going to get down the field, see who's down here. We found out, unfortunately, last night at a little conference we had that Mike Scott, last year's advanced champ, lost his plane to a broken line. Well, every year when we get to the AMA headquarters in the field here, there's always some small detail improvements. But look at this year. This is all new. Whole big new building inside the museum. And somewhere during the week we'll try to get down to the museum. They always are adding new things. The little lake here, and this looks like it's the new AMA headquarters. What a beautiful modern building. So you know somebody in the AMA has got some money anyway. That is an impressive building. I would have rather they spent the money on the L-pad and put in 12 new circles, but well, welcome to the NATS. You can go see if anybody's here. Sometimes we're the first one here. I'm an early to bed, early to rise guy. I've been to the AMA site. It is really a beautiful place. And don't get me wrong, like I'm making fun of it, but they have a beautiful little camp area here, and several of the people we know camp out. I don't know if they charge or if it's free. The RC area, the Pylon area, the helicopter area, the RC combat, and we don't know how many events we're going to get to go down to, but we'll certainly try to get a few of them in. Now, it looks like they did quite an upgrade on the RC car racing track here. And from time to time we get to, when you're bored, you can go over and watch the RC cars. I figured we'd just go down. I wanted to scope out some of the other areas here for the other events. But still, it's not even 6, just about 6 o'clock. And it looks like we may have a storm coming. Out to the west, it's getting all black already. Nice to have all the back roads marked here. Like I said, this is a gigantic place. And for any, especially the people from overseas that get here the first time, they're really impressed. There's a lot of the RC people come in these beautiful motorhomes, and they have shops right inside of them. It just makes it, I guess, a lot more convenient if you own a motorhome. Now it's 6 o'clock, and we got one of the guys out here practicing for the Pylon event. Not sure what the sequence of events is here, but I like to browse around the whole place, just see what's new. Before you just have to be here to see how big this place is. It's really, really impressive. We made our tour of the area. The sun is rising, and the real die-hard scale flyers are already here. Oh, they got some bombers out here.
They're supposed to be here at 7 o'clock to start.
What time do you guys start this event? 7? 7, good man. I like. How you doing?
That's what they all say. And Charlie Bomber.
Yeah.
You know Swiftback Wing?
Yeah, yeah.
These are all ours.
It's good to get up early in the morning. The smell of napalm in the morning.
Look at the Wonko rotaries there.
Yeah.
Rotaries, wow. How do these run, Charlie?
Great.
They run nice? And how much power does it make? Like it
About
turns
30.
About equal to a 30?
But
And it sounds real nice, huh?
Yeah, well, those are 10.63.
I see some development here.
They just purr.
Yeah. Well, Suzuki made a motorcycle that it was a wankle at one time.
Car.
Yeah, the Mazda. Yeah, what am I talking about? Okay, so we got some cool stuff here. Some twins. Actually, everything here is a twin. There's more twins than singles.
That's an 8-year-old grandson. That's a 4-year-old.
These are all your planes, Charlie? You gotta build a few more, you know? You can have your own event. A Charlie Bauer event.
They call this the Bauer Circle.
Yeah, I like that. And these are the bombs that have been profusely dropped a few times, I guess?
How are you?
Yeah. Oh, look at this. John DeTavio arrives. Where's my coffee? Oh, thanks. Well, you can tell. He lives with me for 6 years. He doesn't know I drink coffee. What a bum.
What a bum.
Look at this guy's got more planes than the whole rest of the event. You believe this?
Look at you two.
Yeah, I know. That's got a jet in it. You're kidding. Turbine, yeah.
Really?
We should,
Yeah.
that's all we'll do then for now.
God.
Put the lines out on the Cub.
More twins, more turbines. Now, what I'm interested in is how these guys are running their throttle control. Look at all the wires on this guy.
If it's this, boy, isn't that a beauty?
You should see that thing fly, John.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I taped that already. That's got the real McCoy.
Where's the one that you got?
Yeah.
All these work electronically, Charlie?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Oh. When do they fly RC scale? Tomorrow?
Today.
Today. There's nobody over there. These wimps, they stay in bed till 9 o'clock.
Real men hold on to their...
Wow, look at this, John. Holy mackerel.
I know. Idles at 20,000, runs at 100,000.
Sounds like my wife's credit card. Karen, believe me, Charlie made me say it. Wow. See, this is why they don't let me fly scale, John.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that turbine in there. How much does this cost? Couple of grand? 3 grand?
Turbines, 3.
3 grand?
And then the rest of the stuff is about
They said control line is cheap. What's going on here?
about 5,000 sitting there.
Wow. Oh. And I assume it has some throttling ability. I see all the wires.
Flaps, retracts?
I mean, no, I mean the engine. You can throttle it. It isn't just like a Dynajet.
Oh, no. There's only electronic control, something like that.
Oh, my God.
I'll be damned.
And the fuel pump,
Yeah.
oil tanks underneath.
What a piece of work. And that all runs electronically through the wires like Fred Cronwitz thing?
Got 7 channels.
7 channels. I only have 1 channel working on mine. That is something.
Here, Peter.
This guy's got some, oh, this has retracts too.
This is a ducted fan.
Yeah, I've seen this guy fly a few times before.
It's got 300 flights on it. It's 15 years old.
Sounds like you, John.
Yeah,
300 flights and you're too old to party. Well, we're never too old to party. Amazing stuff. Amazing. Well, I hope the weather gets better. It looks like we're going to get a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Usually the front.
Well, we ought to get a couple flights in.
I'm not ready for flying yet. Believe me, I didn't have a good night last night.
You didn't have a good night?
Ah, Christ. My stomach's bothering me.
Really? You
Eating
taking
junk.
for it?
Yeah, I got stuff. I'm eating junk all the way out here, eating bagels and stuff.
Yeah, I got stuff for my stomach too. I
Yeah.
got it from the VA though.
I figure 6-7 cups of coffee will settle me right down.
This one's electric.
This is an electric motor?
Yep.
And you got all kind of innovative stuff. I should have known you years ago.
Yeah. Let's start going.
Where's that? Line. Put it through?
They carry the batteries in the plane itself, or?
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, you can't run anything through the wires?
Now the
I mean by-
resistance is way too high.
Okay.
It's stainless steel. Now there's 16 cells go in here underneath the Pylon.
Is there a limit to how big you can make the electric motor? I mean, how do they gauge it by? You just get an electric motor from that like they use in RC?
You buy, these are made for airplanes.
Yeah.
This is an Astro 25
Okay.
and it's geared
Now, what size prop does it turn?
a 13.8.
Oh, so it, okay. Like a PA 61.
But it doesn't turn high RPM.
Yeah, and they're quiet too.
Yeah. Well, that's where I get downgraded.
We get a little tape recorder and carry that on board too.
I used to have, I went out and
Dad?
recorded a...
Should we even put this out?
Yeah.
Feel that? You're not gonna fly that.
I'll leave the lines lay there then. I'm getting too old for that.
You're never too old to play with toys.
Well, I'm over 70.
I feel over 70, but I'm not. He is over 70 and doesn't feel 70. Who won this battle? He's got my lifeblood in him.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the airplane.
Look at that hammer. Can I borrow that hammer, ma'am? Hey, Dave.
Here he is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm not going to bother flying this morning. That storm is going to be
That storm's coming, baby. See that black?
By the time you get it all set up, it's going to be here.
I'm not even going to unload.
And if you really want it to come in a hurry, just roll out a set of lines and start an engine. Or get Petrolia to fly. That'll make it happen. We're going to be living in a van today. Starting off with a bang.
Just west of here.
Which one is yours, Jack? The G-Ride?
They won't get started.
for profile.
Yeah.
Laser 200.
And they have regular ordinary motors in them?
Yes.
No, well, the guy over there's got turbines and ducted fans and electric ducted fans and
I'm just a regular guy.
rocket power and Dynajets. Having a motor is like a unique thing.
The only thing he lacks in there is the restroom. He got it.
Well, that's what I need right now is the restroom.
God.
So you're a laser man. Aerobatic man. What should we call you?
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
This is a modified Steven Zacro, really.
Really?
Yeah. Make a nice starter. Bought a plan from Steven Zacro, and he modified it.
And came up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Rio fly a couple of times. Pretty impressive guy.
He was, yeah.
Sussex Air Show, man. He
Like, really.
has his home base.
Yeah.
That doesn't hurt either.
Extremely
Giesky looks ready to go. Thunderbolt Giesky. Ready. Well, I'm glad they're flying scale today. I got an excuse not to fly. What a wimp.
About the time you get one of them up, a bolt of lightning will get you.
Boy,
they showed lightning strikes.
Oh, yeah. All right, that's right. We get up early here in the Marines. What Marines do you belong to? Look at this.
Where's John?
Beautiful. I don't know. He's not an early riser, you know. Wouldn't be surprised he's still in bed. Where they talk about your Brodak when you're not here, huh? That the new one?
From last year.
Nice prop. Oh, man, that's beautiful.
24 layer flyer.
Beautiful. Well, they're all starting to come in here now. Let's see, who wakes up early in the morning? John Brodak is not here yet. I guarantee you he's in bed. I think the Pylon guys are already down there. We went down and took a look. There was only one guy practicing.
Read like a dog chasing a car. I might catch you. I wouldn't know what.
Oh, that's really realistic. I like that.
I sure could figure it out in a hurry.
Yeah, oh yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at that, look at that. Isn't that nice? Damn. You know?
Why do you have it set up that way if the lines go this way?
This is a plane that John's building, you know.
John Brodak.
Yeah.
Well, this is a beauty. Is he going to kit this?
He's talking about it.
I like this one. I like this. Nice.
Hey, that's your egg cat yellow you said looks like heck.
I don't like that cat yellow. Don't tell John I said that. I like yellow, yeah. It's got to look like a school bus.
You want the old the way we've always done it, the handles over here and the airplane back?
I like your prop most of all. That's beautiful.
24 layers of 32nd inch stuff.
Yeah, that's the way you... All laminations, huh? You hand carved it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Use that. What's the name of that?
All
pitch gauge
laminations.
thing.
you organized.
Well, if it's a static prop, it doesn't have to be exact.
They changed their mind on this pitch thing.
Gonna waste time on load.
Can I see that prop when you're done?
Sure.
You do roll by hand or make some kind of gauge up or?
Really?
Well, I use that Prather, is that the name of it?
Yeah, yeah.
Time you get set up, you're gonna get, that's it.
I'm not gonna do it.
No, you know, that's going by. That's
No, it
going
ain't.
by to the south.
No, it ain't.
Do I hear $20? It's not going by. I don't see any money on the table here. Yeah, let me see. Oh, that's nice. Look at this up close. And that is just how a real one looks.
Well, I got, see, some of them have about 5 or 6 laminations.
I guess the consensus says you go back to the way we were doing it, and you put the airplanes there and the wires screwed up in a circle.
Okay, Frank, that's great.
It don't take long to carve one like that.
Take me to.
And
I'll take a 14.4 and a 14.5.
when you get these laminations, it helps.
Yeah, you can figure out where the pitch is dropping
If you see
off.
it doing this,
Yeah. The Chinese guys had props that looked like they were done with that. With
hey, come on, Frank.
So what do I need to do if I'm going to fly scale this year? I got to enter, right?
Well, that's kind of one of the first things.
Notice how they welcome me with open arms. Get that bozo out of here. Who needs him in the event?
Next contest, you told me you wouldn't enter scale because it's too easy.
It is. Making those props looks real easy, in fact. I was just giving you a hard time.
She took me up to Love Field. I remember that beacon going on.
I take my grandkids out to the
This is a new event. It's called Crisscross Pylon Racing. Okay, go. Well, there's nothing like a well-organized contest, huh, Frank?
Really?
I don't work well unless there's somebody to tell me what to do.
You need your wife to tell you what to do.
Just tell me what to do.
You really want me to tell you?
You gotta get the penalty, and it ought to be here.
What was his name? He did all of the U controls and the
Cheeks.
Cheeks, Jack
Cheeks, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. He's not here.
He was here yesterday.
Was he here yesterday? Oh, then he'll be here. Okay, good. I didn't see.
Center yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Well, we got a big one coming in now.
Yeah. I'll tell you, you did a hell of a nice job on that profile.
Yeah.
You got some nice pictures of that?
Yeah. Jack's a good craftsman. Okay, what his wife says about him.
Got the engine rebuilt last night.
Huh?
I got it rebuilt last night, my engine.
What?
Hey,
Hello,
The
Tom.
motor rebuilt? You put a new bearing in it?
yeah, new shaft, new bearing.
They're all coming in now. I'm glad we got here early. Get a little look-see at some of the things that we normally don't get to see.
I just saw it.
You saw lightning?
I thought I'm gonna get one good fight in these guys in the morning. Run out the edge and put a whole big fight in. But it's not a big downgrade because it's I could use strong consideration for doing the pictures. I really had. I really had thought about that.
It's a jet. Yeah, boy, you got retraction on. Yeah, you got retraction on. Oh, God, shoot.
Don't turn it on. You're gonna get the TV on. Can you come down in front?
Where is the...
Do we have, what is it called on?
Over here.
Leave it down. Leave it down, I'll shake it right there. Okay, leave it down. Off.
Oh, wait, you gotta see about the pylon doors, whether they're attached in the way. They might be in the wrong position. They hooked?
That one hooked.
Oh, then they're okay.
Hang on. Make sure they're both hooked. Sometimes you have to cycle. This is the one that you barely see it.
That's what it was, till I got up next to it, you know, where you could actually see what you had. Good sense, I was just working on a spacewalk. A couple of different spacewalk. Which one you built? Mine is the 4 scale or the other? 6 plans to reduce the ground. They got us one. That's right, the big one's a third and a quarter. Yeah, you're right, yeah. Quarter is a big. Yeah, that's a big thing. This scale is 67 inches. 5 inches less than this one. Not a big area.
Hi, I end up there. You know what it says?
I'll grab out my head and put weather on this. Dick?
Morning. Morning. Get some nice ones of that one, Wendy.
That was lightning. Oh, then we're not going to be flying.
You're kidding, I thought they fly Mustangs in lightning. It's not a problem. Uh-oh, Peabody just got lightning. We're okay. I'll just intermix with you here. I'll go behind you on this one and then... Lovely, isn't it, Carol? With an E? Yeah, it looks... Threatening is when some guy gets juiced. Yeah. Oh, look! John DeTavio got hit by lightning. Oh, what a shame. Messed up his hair. I wonder how close to scale they have to be when they're like this, Wendy. I don't know. To get points, you know. I don't know how they do it. Jack probably knows.
Yeah, oh, he'll know. Oh, yeah, he'll know. When you get them motors humming, everybody gets confused. Everybody wakes up.
Everybody except me.
And Peabody.
Oh, Peabody. Poor Rich. This is the rebuild?
Yeah, that's the rebuild.
Tom put a crankshaft and what, a front bearing?
Yeah, he didn't last.
So they want to get some runs on it, I guess, yeah. Tom Beebe used to live up by us, then he wimped out and moved to Texas. With Batavio's help. Thoughts, and the planes are going in the hangars. Yep, it's starting to rain. We thought what might happen is the rain is starting to drizzle and drool here. And I guess we're going to take a quick ride down to RC and see if, see, they have tents. They can get under the tents with their equipment. They don't deal with the lines and stuff. Everybody's racing to get the planes before they get damaged with the water. It's really starting to come down now. What a shame. We were really hoping we could get some good footage of the control line scale. We came back to the motel and things don't look real promising, so what we're going to do, since Kent has to make a set of lines, I thought I'd put this on video, this little demo. This is using Warren T-Arts. Now Warren sells these?
Yes.
Okay. Does he have any kind of instructions, or did he just...
You see is what you get.
Okay.
It's pretty simple.
And how much did this cost?
We don't quote it, but I think it was around $60, $65.
Okay, that's reasonable. Yeah, it's not $4,000 or something. Okay, and this looks like it's all made out of wood. Looks like something Tom Morris could probably make with a woodworking shop. Okay, I'm trying to show how these guys use it to wrap the lines. Okay, that button's in. This is a piece of rubber in here, or something soft.
It's got an adjustment here for tension, so you can run this in and out.
Okay. And of course, if anybody really wants one, just give Warren a call and find out what the deal is.
Whatever.
Okay, and that draws this in to put tension on it. Okay. And in this case, we're using solid wire to, okay. Now let's do the Radio Shack sells this wire, so does Brodax, so does other people, but if it's too thin or too thick, it's no good, and I don't know what thickness this is, but I know this is the right stuff. Okay. I had to get a micrometer. Mike, you have a micrometer in your box? Because they sell 3 sets. One is too thick, one is too thin. Either way, it's no good. You want that to make a soft wrap? I'll get a micrometer out of the box later and we'll make a piece of that up. So Ken Tyser is going to do an amazing demo. He's going to make it stop raining. I don't think so. You have 2 choices. Wrap a set of lines. Okay. I'm assuming you put an eyelet in there.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember when the guy that used to wrap the lines for everybody, Stellar?
Yeah.
I wonder if he had a tool like this.
I think he done it all by hand.
He did it by hand. Boy, when I used to wrap lines for people, and at the end of the day, even doing 2 or 3 sets, your fingers would be like you ran them into a belt sander. Okay, let's see if we can, let's see how the Tyser man is doing this. Okay, so you're just wrapping toward the...
Yeah, about 8-10 wraps, and I wrap back towards to begin with.
Okay.
And then just take my fingers and slide it up.
Let's see what you got now. Let me get it. Takes a second for the macro to focus. Okay, so now you've got it pulled up tight. It's in the eyelet. Now you can work your way down. What does the rule book say, an inch or?
I think it's 5/8.
You double
wrap the eyelet, right?
I double wrap around the eyelet
So you go around the eyelet, around, and then back.
and back.
Okay. Yeah, it was a shame. Two people, I heard another guy beside Mike Scott lost the plane because the eyelet failed. John told me, but I don't know who it is. Was that Mike's good plane? Yeah, it had to be if he was flying it here.
I heard it was his, he told me yesterday that the one he tore up yesterday was his backup plane.
Oh,
I think he had another accident with his main plane.
oh God. We're planning on, or hoping, if it keeps raining this afternoon, we're going to go visit John Davis, who's in a hospital, I guess a half hour, 45-minute ride from here. Gary Hajak went to see him yesterday and said he really appreciated it. I'm sure he does, having visitors. I'd sure appreciate it if I was in the hospital having chemotherapy. See, what's nice about this, you don't chew up your fingertips. It's annoying. I mean, it's boring and stuff, but you don't... When you do these by hand, boy, does the end of the day, your fingers really hurt. Now, it's this one right up here, Kent. You don't want this one to be... You don't want the wire to come back and then make a 90-degree bend. You'd kind of like it to be a little... They call it a soft grab. Right here, it should be a little soft.
Okay.
Not so the eyelet falls out. But when you make the revert, that's right where Mike's broke, right where it went around, so... Okay, now you cut one end.
And you always make sure you cut the right end.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you've never cut the... Yeah, I've done that. Okay, now you're just going to wrap back over it. Pretty much everybody in the world of modeling gets stuck either doing this or paying some poor guy to do it for you.
Reverse wrap, when do you go the same direction?
Same direction.
And that's where the tensioner really comes in, because
Yeah.
we cut it.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice little jig that Warren made up there. That's a great thing. It's kind of stuff when guys have the equipment to make some of these little, like the things Tom Morris makes, all these little blocks and everything. If an average guy doesn't have a good table saw, a sharp blade, you know, or... Okay. Oh, the motorcycle racing's over. I wanted to see who won. Too late now. Thanks to Kent taking all day to do one line here, I get to miss the end of the Superbike race. Okay. Boy, I hear that thunder and lightning. What a waste. Hey, after you're done with this, I'll dig that pack of lines out. I gotta get Paul Winter's stuff out of the car too. And you guys got plenty of fuel?
Well, I'm going to get a case from you.
Okay, well, then what if I'm going to empty the car out? I got to dig. Now, let me dig it all out at once. What do you want, 5?
Yeah.
Case of 5? Okay.
In the case, 1 gallon of 10, you got...
Yeah, we have 10. That's no problem. In the worst scenario, I have a case of 15, so you can mix a 15, a 5, and make a 10, you know? Just put both of them together. It looks like this is working well. Now this would even be better if this was glued to the table, or, you know what I'm saying, Velcro.
C-clamp or...
Yeah, C-clamp, yeah. You can tell this guy works in a machine shop.
Actually, it works better when you wedge it underneath your steering wheel in your truck.
Oh, this is good. Now look, to make a few bucks here, I think you should be making up sets of lines for people until it stopped raining. You make them up. I could use a new set. Larry wants a new set. You got that whole roll of wire over there. And we could all be flying on new lines tomorrow.
Now, the modesty about this, you don't have to really, pull back and cinch them up stuff.
Yeah.
It's already tight.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does with the tag in now.
Okay. Stellar used to do a great job. Boy, that thing's looks like... Well, I guess after you do a million of them, you get real good at it.
Real proficient.
Yeah. Okay, Kent, man. So now the easy part is we're going to unroll the wire in the parking lot, and Kent's going to go out in the pouring rain and make an equal set of lines. I am so impressed. That's beautiful. Now you release the tension. Never, another tip, never pinch the eyelet.
I don't know if you noticed, Wendy, or not, but he's got two different ends for different size eyelets.
Yeah, these are the small ones. I like the big ones, but I don't have any more. Especially the side that goes on the handle. Make it the biggest.
Yes.
These, those clips that we use tend to get snarled up in that. You can never get them to come through. I'm going to have to tell John to get, when next time he orders eyelets, order the big ones. Let's see what that looks like. Hey, baby. Okay. So here we are in the macro lens. Let's see if we can get this up. Get this to focus. I'd say that's pretty good, Kent, baby. And again, that tool's available from, where's that tool? Mr. Warren Tiart, he's in Pampa. Give him a call, give him a holler. Or if he's not looking, just take the one he keeps with him at all times. He won't mind, he has others at home. Two? Okay.
Well, I think Tom's actually taking orders for one.
Okay, yeah, well, Tom has woodworking equipment. I mean, you can't make that without you can do without woodworking equipment, it's a pain. Okay, Larry, the thunder's coming, the lightning, the rain's falling, let's go make some lines. It just doesn't get any better than this. What a day. We're supposed to have 2 days of this. But we definitely would like to go see John Davis this afternoon. Actually, we're not using it as an excuse. We really would. I like to see him even if it was a sunny day. So I hope you got something out of that little line demo, and anytime we could pass on some tips or some information. Oh, this rains. I can't believe it. Look at this. His card. Let's see if he's got a card. What does it say on here? Bob Dixon. He even has his, is this the real address? No, not the one.
Oh, yeah, this is all the
You know what Bob's favorite trick is? He sends you an email. Says, hi, this is Bob. I have a new email address. I haven't paid my bill at AOL.
Wait a minute. There's more cards coming.
What are you giving me? The Buttafuoco stunt teams. These are the ones I want. What does it say up at the top? I don't have my glasses on.
It says, CEO Chairman Jeff.
Oh, Anderson.
Joey Anderson. And then it says Larry.
Campaign fundraiser, Bob Dixon.
No. I'm VP.
Forget about
graphics. Forget about it.
That's great. Hey, we got to give these out. You got to put these under the windshield. Not when it's raining, no bozo.
These are the Buttafuoco cards.
My wallet's all wet. Just hang on to them.
Okay.
My wife's going to want one autographed by the official Buttafuoco stunt team leader.
No, that's Jeff.
You know what we could do? Let's get some tape.
I made these.
Get little pieces of duct tape. When you walk up, hey, how you doing, Bob? Hey, how's it going? We'll put these on Paul Winter. We'll make him an official spokesman. And on the bottom, I would say, don't use Satos or something. Hey, we're going to go see John Davis. You want to go with it?
Business card.
Can you get all the junk out of your car so we can take one car?
Oh, heck no. I just got in.
Empty it out. You ain't going flying today, bozo.
Oh, I know that.
Let's put your stuff in the room, because you got the nicest van. I can't take it. I got 60 gallons of fuel. Where's your car?
I have a
That's fine. We got 4 seats in there, right? Well, you'll have to sit on the roof in the rain.
My fly-off shirts.
Oh man, you look like a redneck with that thing on. You look like a guy from down south, a chicken farmer or something.
This is my latest, from the computer system at home. I told you we've been really working things with. This is the Buttafuoco shirt, right?
Where's mine?
Jeff's coming with it, and on the sleeve it's got.
Yeah. Where's mine?
All right. Watch this.
Where's mine?
You're gonna love this. You're gonna want one of these.
I may have yours.
I'm doing this by myself at home.
Well, how come it doesn't have the Typhoon back here? What the hell I want to see this thing?
Because that's mine.
A little skimpy, no wing, too long, pointy nose thing. It's like Pinocchio. Typhoons! Come on, get with the program.
All I had to do is make you one.
Larry, you know,
Look at that rubber. Look at how.
Yeah, it's nice, I know. Now, how'd you do that? With a computer?
With a computer, and I have a heat press at home, and I'm special paper.
How much does it cost? Like, to make a shirt, how much, $10 or what? Not counting the shirt, the paper and the... We don't count your time as having a value at all. In fact, it's less than me. You should be paying us to hang around with us. Just for us to let you in the group.
You're cruising.
Yeah, let's put one right through his head. Well, you don't deserve it, right? Karen said I should have no mercy on you.
Is that right?
She said Kent was a perfect gentleman during the visit, but that Bob, don't ever invite him back. Man. She said he has this funny southern accent.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, look what I got for you.
Hey,
Kent, look at this. Come here.
I can speak Joycey, you know.
No. Look at this. You got a tape player in your car?
Any kind of way possible.
This is Catherine Tucker Wyndham talking Alabamese. It is so funny. I mean, she's just telling a story, but it sounds like you. It's so funny.
I should have bought the
Should have paid attention.
for the redneck. See,
Oh, yeah. Hey, we need a CD. You know anybody's got a
right here.
VCR?
No, sir.
You didn't bring a VCR?
Real narrow.
What are we going to do? We're going to make lines here, Miss Ashley, or what? Somebody's going to sit on Miss Ashley. I should put it back in the car. There's something about you guys all working in a room here in a pouring rain. I don't trust it.
Snazzy shirt, Bob.
Yeah, we got to get some 100-watt bulbs here. Okay, Paul Winter's here to show us his sketches for, let's see how this looks.
It's an anti-mounted stuff. 2-inch mounted stuff.
Oh, that's that's almost like a B-25, you copycat.
It's one of those ugly British airplanes.
You cut.
Hey.
Mike, he's stealing my design. How long is the nose moment on? The only thing that scares me about the B-25, the nose moment is short.
No,
We may have to do an outrave on it, just extend it.
The rest of the proportions are beautiful.
Perfect.
You have 9.5 inches on a 16 ounce.
Put the motor in there. Let me see how the motor fits, the Sato 30s. Did you see Ken Clapson's Pond Racer?
I sent you the thing that
I got color 8x10s or whatever.
I sent you the email for it. Hey, look.
Mike, this guy made a Cardinal kit with a swept forward wing.
It is to...
The Pond Racer is a twin engine. It's no more, was.
No, make another one. Pictures there somewhere. Was that yours?
The paint job he put on there, the graphics.
I remember the picture.
To die for.
The graphics are to die for. I mean, you could paint a normal plane with that graphics. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So how big is a wing now? 750, 700?
No, it's, I think it's 770 something. It's 66.5-inch wingspan. 2 types of wingtips, a full round one and a shorter one.
Yeah, and sheet. Look.
No, we sheet the whole lot.
No, sheet.
No, I'm sheeting the whole lot.
Don't put ribs in here. Sheet that whole thing. And fiberglass it from about an inch here, just go right over the whole thing.
There's the engine, 6.5 inches, because...
You got enough room for the tank, 4-ounce tank?
Yeah, short one. I'm going to make a short tank there. The undercarriage is going to mount like your undercarriage.
And this has, like, normal landing. That's going to be a nice plane.
Yeah. Now the other...
And this is the scale. What do they call this now?
It's a Manchester. It's a predecessor to the Avro Lancaster.
Okay.
But due to the Vulcan engines were no good, they put...
And the wing being straight in the middle is a real nice... that makes it. You just use that tsunami rib for the whole middle.
Well, that's what I'm doing. That's number 1 tsunami rib there, and that is number 1 rib tsunami, and number 14 rib cardinal.
Okay. So that's easy enough to do. And what's the total span?
66.5 inches.
That's what
Depends. If I use a scale tip like this...
The B-25 has got a big, long, high aspect ring, so I know it'll carry some weight.
But the other thing is if you take a normal nose of a stunt ship, it's 10 inches with a 16-inch motor. I mean, a 15-ounce motor.
Right.
These are 6.5 inches with 20 ounces of motor, because these are 10 ounces.
Yeah,
the
10 ounces.
So I've shortened it. I've worked out the ratios. This is 17.5 inches still.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be any different than a real stunt ship.
This is going to be in
But there's a big advantage you didn't think of yet. The props being closer to the wing, the thing's going to turn like a combat joke.
Now the other thing is, if it's tail heavy, I put a nose weight box in here.
Yeah.
But this is still 17.5 inches, but this is...
You know, that's one thing with the Typhoon, Mike, with the nose short.
Oh, of course, it rotates.
Boy, does it rotate. It rotates not like a stunt ship. It rotates on its own axis.
Answer me something.
Getting a prop up on a wing is the ticket.
The engine rib is going to be 2 bigger ribs, quarter bulkhead and RC. Shall I do bearers?
No, bearers.
Do bearers right through.
Don't fool around. Do engine bearer. Those bolt-on. I'm not happy with those bolt-on things.
The thrust line of the real plane is actually on the leading edge height. Shall I leave it there, or shall I bring it up or down?
No, I'd leave it scale. That's okay.
Yeah.
You're still going to have room for it. You've got plenty of prop clearance.
There's no...
What are you worried about?
These are 18 inches apart, the same as...
Just make sure you got enough clearance for the props
We've got
here.
9 inches.
Okay.
We've got 9 inches to send.
That's all you need.
3-bladed.
Where's Voodoo?
Voodoo's in the bedroom.
Well, bring him out.
Miss Ashley.
Bring him in here.
Being with Miss Winter. I'll go and get him.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Is this a takeoff of Miss Ashley?
No, it's a
You scam artist.
take off of Mr. I don't get them this word. They sell chicken.
That sounds like a chicken company or something.
Kiss my butt. Now, put this on video. Here, look. This is more.
Yeah, I like some of these. I'm using them right now. Roger Lads?
Roger Lad in England.
Well, give me a handful.
Now you've got...
Give me some of these worms.
Excuse me, $1.50 a piece. $1.50 a piece.
Give him a handful, Dustin.
That's so you can loop them around the handle.
You know what's good about it? No, you know what's good about it? When you go out to the handle, now you just pull on it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
but
a
when you
lasso.
lay your hand on the floor,
Yeah,
it's
he should put these in stunt news.
when you pick them up.
Yeah, they work well. I'm already using one. Oh, this finish looks nice, Paul. What are you crying about?
I'm not.
What are you saying John Brodak's a mean guy? He's a good guy. Let's see the engine, how that worked out.
Now this is my throttle adjuster. It's a lead out. Brodak lead out. Connected to the throttle, and you just undo it.
Oh, look at this. Hey, that's a great idea. But that's probably the first good idea you've had in your whole life.
Thanks.
No, that's excellent. So now you can set the throttle with that.
Now I'm going to put a stop here because these start better.
Okay, now you know about this, right?
What about
If you have this tube connected and the motor starts running backwards,
you put your finger over it.
oh, okay, but if you don't know how to do that,
You can't squeeze that. Just put your finger over it.
okay, but if you don't do that,
because
the
if it-
motor will just keep, it's happened to banjo.
Because if it's running backwards, it's sucking in air through
Right,
here.
you just-
So you just put. But you have to remember though, it will suck fuel out of here, so it will mess up your time.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
run
yeah.
backwards on the starter.
Yeah. No, the starter cures the problem, but if you're flipping them by hand, it's a pain. How much does this guy weigh now?
60
Let's see take the cowling off so you can see how you got the nose.
Well, I've got the. It's your. Well, you can see by the ladder. You're set up with your
Okay.
nose,
Yeah,
glossy
okay.
ribs, solid nose.
And these go where? Where do you have? Let me see
They
how
go
you
through
put
the top of
bolts.
the wing. They go through.
Okay. Watch it, don't drop it on
And
this.
this
This winter doesn't.
This goes right through the belt.
Look at what he puts on the wing here. Look at this.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at this.
Look at that.
That's an unauthorized. That's unauthorized.
You want to see how she goes through?
That's yeah. This is what I'm paying you for. The big money.
And it just.
Okay.
Yeah. Just goes in.
So what's the roll-up weight here? 70?
60.
60.
Get in there.
With a tsunami wing, that should be a killer plane. You should be able to win intermediate with that.
Tape hinges. Now my
Okay,
hinge
right.
tape cracks after about
I brought your
25.
roller I'll give it to you for
Please,
free. How do you
please.
like the word free?
Free. I like the word free.
Give me $10.
Now I'll show you something else I've done.
Okay.
Now you're going to...
I brought tape for you because I know you guys have that English tape that
Yeah.
doesn't stick.
That's just take apart. Tail wheel and the tailplane.
Yeah, good
So you've
idea.
got a smooth fuselage.
Yeah? Now what do you use to hold this on when you put the wheel collar?
Nothing. No, because when it goes in, it goes up in the slot, so it can't come out.
I don't like that.
When it goes up in the slot, it sits there when you're flying, so it can't come out. It's
And
physical.
this is a 56?
Yep.
And it pulls 60. 60 ounces should be no problem at all. And what prop are you using?
12 fire singer.
Yeah, that's good.
And all I've done to it is balanced it. I was going to put a Phillips entry on it, but I didn't need it.
Don't make it. That's
4 ounce
fine.
tank, 3 ounce, 85cc of fuel.
I brought you an APC that fits on a 56 too. You don't like APCs?
These work. These work.
Okay,
The
good.
only problem with these is if you flick them and they kick, it splits the prop straight through the centre.
Yeah, I broke one already.
Yeah, I've done it as well,
I
so-
broke one of them too. When they kick, it's like hitting you with a hammer.
The tailplane is Miss Ashley.
Yep.
16.
And you got the straight flaps.
Yeah, because they're all built up.
Okay.
Phil,
Yeah, no, I can see. It's fun.
right?
Yeah, it's
18
fun.
ounces all up. Yeah, you
How
like that?
come you didn't
like
put
that?
thanks John Brodak out on this wing? John's gonna kick your ass.
And you know how you do these? You get monocoats, you put it through a laser printer, etch it, iron on the monocoat, and pull it out, and spray through it. You like the idea? And this is just... But it flies well.
Boy, if a 60 ounces with a wing that big,
And
it should fly good.
This is taken from your
Even Gieske would like that.
plug window, taken from your
Yeah,
video.
okay, yeah.
Multi-tops.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's got a plug there to stop the fuel going through.
Right,
After that,
right.
It's hollow up to about here, and then it's
Yeah, yeah.
quadruple layer. And this is hollow all the way through.
Okay, that's
And
good.
this tailplane, 3
You
ounces.
made this just like a Miss Ashley tail, huh?
Yeah, half
Just like this
30-second
one here.
map.
Okay, good.
Now, with the Lancaster, how do I fix them on with it?
I'm gonna make them removable. Put two little pieces of dowel here,
Yeah, 2
with a
bolts.
blind nut at the end,
Yeah, that's yeah.
and an aluminum bolt,
But
but with a angle on it,
But the
so it's
tailplane
flush.
Just build it the same way?
Yeah, exactly the same. Yeah, and the rudder's removable, so you can take them off. If you want to change them or paint them or
I don't like
whatever.
this tape, because look, it's stuck now.
I'll give you a roll of tape.
I don't like this tape, but...
I'll give you the tape. Now, will you take the old tape off? Use a heat gun. Now, it's funny, sometimes at a NATS, when the weather is terrible, like, which is what it obviously is today, just gathering around in a room, shooting a bull, looking at each other's inventions. By the way, that thing of Paul Winter's, that adjustable throttle thing, looks like a good idea. I think that's certainly worth looking into. Looking at each other's planes, we're going to try to squeeze in a visit to John Davis here at some point in time. Or if worse comes to worse, we're going to call him from the room or from the field on a cell phone and just wish him well. Anyway, you got to take the good with the bad. We're going to go back to the field just see if anybody's flying. There's still rain, little bits of rain coming down. But no matter what it is, when you're at a NATS, it's an adventure. It's never a predictable thing. Every day is unpredictable. Every event is. And I guess that's part of the charm or part of what makes it fun. And just being with your friends. Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to do some flying in RC. The rain has stopped. It's a little breezy. I'm going to go down and look at the models.
Do you take any high blood pressure medicine before you take off?
No. Again, we can put a second mortgage in the house and buy one.
Yeah. Jim, is this an APU?
What's that?
At the foot of the vertical stabilizer?
I would assume that's what it is. The light, the APU.
It looks like an APU.
You know, on the
Exhaust's only in that one side.
on the actual aircraft. The exhaust only on one side. What do you mean? APU. Auxiliary power. Yeah. You guys run the other stuff.
Why use the camcorder? It's not flying yet. I'm just teasing. That's okay. My camera's still.
Beautiful piece of work. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Did you see that red Durango sitting outside the museum?
No.
You didn't see the license plate then.
What's the license plate?
The license plate was...
Wire flyer.
Yeah, that's how you read it. WYRFLYR. Wire flyer.
Oh, they went to control line, that's why.
Yeah, not bad. And Jim gets thinking, you know, if you really love her, you'll set her free.
Well, they can't help it. They just can't afford RC like we can.
Wait
a minute here. I did fly RC. Just kidding. That's okay.
I left that note.
Look at these cockpits. Wow.
Man,
yeah.
I left that note in his windshield.
Cool.
It says, if you love her, you would set her free and not wire fly her.
Look at this. It's like a TV set in there. Can you play video games with this? Holy mackerel. I am totally impressed.
You probably put a video cam in it, probably fly at cockpits though.
And it burns 1 liter per minute.
How much is a liter? A quart? Like?
Well, it's actually more like about 2 1/3 quarts.
Wow.
But this thing here, he says it's got 6.5 liters in it, and it burns in 6 minutes.
And but this has 2 engines.
Yes, just twin-turbine Pegasus series AMT turbines.
Look at the landing gear on this. Holy mackerel.
Here's the liter right here.
This is just under a liter.
Oh, this is a shade under a quart.
No, this is a quart. It's shade under a liter.
Wow. A minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it.
I don't think my car burns that much. In fact, it definitely doesn't.
You probably take that 1 liter and probably go yourself 20 miles with that thing.
Whoa.
Of course, you got to think how far this thing will travel. It'll probably tear up the sky. And
I could be home in 12 minutes.
about size of it. Probably if we build it 1/3 scale, probably be able to get a little bit farther.
So you guys are thinking that's the APU on this side?
That's what we assume.
We were guessing.
Yeah.
Being that this
Of course, not for real, but it's nicely simulated.
Yeah, it sure is.
Or Raphael, it sounds like a French or a Swedish designed aircraft.
It's an amazing world we live in, no doubt about it. Amazing world.
Yeah, how come they didn't make toys like this when you and I were kids?
Yeah, all we had was girls and 55 Chevys. And I only had Chevys.
Well, back then they got stuck with 69 Mustang.
The landing gear, beautiful.
Yeah, pneumatic brake system.
Amazing.
No, I would settle for the car and skip the other half.
Has this thing hit Mach 3 yet?
I don't know, fiberglass can go that fast.
Yeah. I know they do over 200. I heard you got flying shows, you only go about 150 miles per hour tops or something like that.
200.
You got 200 tops?
Beautiful craft. I'll test fly it for you though.
It's already been done.
Oh, okay.
Definitely beautiful.
I'd like to have a short judges meeting, but I have all my flight judges out at flight line 3. I can get all the flight judges out at flight line 3, have a short judges meeting, and the here in the next 5 minutes. We're going to try to start getting the first airplanes off the ground about 11:30. About 15 minutes. If you want to check the flight order board, I've had a couple of people already asked to be moved to the end. So if you were second up, you may be first up, and I've made a couple other minor changes to accommodate people that are bidding for other people on other lines. So check the flight order board to see where you are.
Ryan is still saying what time?
What these things run?
Yeah, they work.
These things are speed they run, don't they? Oh, yeah. You're going to see some people like those Brentling flying over yellow, blue, and red. These have my first area already.
I like it. Yeah, not bad for our
I don't even have a I'm just going to watch.
George, this is my daughter, Devin. George Busso. How are you?
Hello, George. Wendy. How's your son, Steve?
Wendy, how are you?
George, which one is yours?
I'm just on vacation.
All right. Tell Steve I said hello.
You bet.
He's got girl, family, boy. Yeah, I know the whole.
They're stars of basketball stars and so on. So
you're here early, aren't you? Oh yeah, I always record this. This is my favorite. This is my dream if I ever hit the lottery.
when do you fly stunt?
Tomorrow. Yeah, but I'd rather record this. I could fly stunt anytime.
Okay. You can fly anytime.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's more excitement going on here right now than by control line, trust me. They're all whimpering and whining about lines sticking in the rain and stuff.
Good morning.
Morning, George.
If you haven't purchased your banquet tickets for tonight, if you get it as soon as possible, we've got to turn in a final number to the caterer. So in about the next 30 minutes, if you could swing by the administration tent up here in the corner, we'll get you registered.
This is George. That's why he stayed in the corner smiling. I went,
The size of this one. Oh.
We're in charge, are we? That's we're in charge too.
We can stay.
Let's try my landing here, make sure it looks all right.
Is the plane right here?
Down the lock. All right, man. All the surfaces work while you got it on? Yeah, oh yeah.
This blue one's not steak either. It might be slow. It is steak? Oh, it is. Oh, it's got the skin down the corner. Okay. That'll hold that thing, huh? Oh, yeah.
No, I've seen them go. We had a meet and Gus the Whiskey, one just like this. Took it over and set it down on a couple cars. It was big sense.
Why, 10? 10?
Did you file a claim under your homeowner's policy?
No trip did.
So getting ready to fly pretty soon. Oh, an air coupe, an air coupe, an air coupe, an air coupe. Gotta have an air coupe.
Even if they just lay down.
40. Hey, Wendy. Dave Brown, hello, my man. Hello. Wow, it gets better every year. You guys with the money, I'm telling you, I'm jealous.
Yeah. Look at
some people have women, some have money. And some people have women and money. That's what's burning me up. Whoa, stuff is beautiful.
Yeah, they got some nice airplanes.
That Dassault over there is unbelievable. Although I have to tell you, I had an air coupe, that one, a real one. Yeah. And that one, I don't know. Two of them. Oh, there's another one over there.
Yep.
I'm getting whacked from all. I can't win this battle. If I only had the money. It would be so nice. What do you figure one of these jets all set up to go? 10 grand? With the two turbines and the...
twin turbine, probably close to
10 grand, huh? Wow. Amazing. It's great. What is that, the new AMA administrative building that's, I never got to see that up close. Yeah, can you tour it or walk around?
You know, I don't know if
it's not open yet?
Well, it's open. I mean, they're using it and so on. I don't know if they've got tours on the weekend or not. I mean, on the week there will be, certainly.
Yeah, it looks like they've done a beautiful job. I come around the corner and I see it. Whoa.
Beautiful building.
Yeah.
And particularly for what it cost us to build it. We built that thing for $108 a square foot, which is awfully cheap in today's market.
Yeah, you better believe it.
When you see the thing, it's I've been amazed at it. It's a beautiful building. I mean, of course, it's all fully ADA compliant. We've got an elevator to get people upstairs.
Yeah, handicap access everywhere.
Handicap access to everything.
Yeah. Hobby just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
There's just no, every year something new comes out.
I'm really digging it. Wow. These are eating. Some guy was over on that street neighbor endless.
If you said when it's because you're damn slaves, they're all college.
Real objects to get quartered guys flying on 4 different streets.
Mike Winter, we need you to come to the transmitter impound. Mike Winter.
Are you gonna go get them? Dad, are you gonna get them?
Yeah, no, I'll go with you. This side of the way? I don't think so. Cool.
No questions. On time. Busy as hell.
And we're just going to keep walking around. It's just unbelievable. Every year this gets nicer and nicer. It just goes on and on and on. What's impressive is how big some of the models are.
And what's the P51?
Honestly, go pretty crazy. Down in Alabama.
Yeah, can you tell me what the radio is best?
Slow it down real low.
Okay, the newer case is?
And then the two remaining are like 30 for color and markings.
Was 00.
That's the static. Okay, so now we have other 100. So you can get on. Yeah, it's cut.
Oh, I thought those were my chairs.
Need that hand pump.
Yeah, 40. We had changed.
Just the guns, basically. They used cannons, 32mm cannons, to replace the 50mm. So externally, it ended up being pretty much the same. They tore one of ours apart and got it in a piece. Sure. Oh yeah, Air and Space had a big article on it. Probably the best article beginning of, probably last issue. And it's on their website. You know, if you go there, you can read the articles. You know, and when I was building this, I was talking to a Russian fellow for a couple of years and gathering information over there. Everything was sketchy. About 1,400 of these things. That's right. It was the plane that really got the Cold War going, because once we knew they had it, we knew they could reach, you know, the East Coast one way. What about that? Winnie, did you win the Rodak? Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Was your new airplane? Yeah. Typhoon, is it? Typhoon, yeah. I was hoping they'd have a Typhoon here. Is it working? You flying that this year here? Right? Yeah. Did you put a 4-stroke in there? No? 91, Sato 91. Yeah. Do you like it? Oh, I love it. Yeah. Are you using a throttle control? Yep. Yep, Z-Tron, yeah. Hey, Dave and I were talking about coming down here. How does it? Is there any problem with the rules on these throttle controlled motors? Nope. There's nothing in the rules against them. Huh? There may be at the end of this NATS. It takes them a couple years to change the rules. What rule is that? Control when it's stern engine. Oh, yeah. And in F2B, it'll take them 4 years to change it. So, and that doesn't mean it'll pass. It just means they can try. Right now, there's no... In F2B, you can't use it, but in AMA, you can, so... Let's hope it stays that way. If anybody in the event had any brains, they would keep it that way. Are you able to launch from an idle motor now? And you're doing taxi, you can do... You do maneuvers that aren't even in the book, but... Some people perceive that as showing off, so we don't do that. You can do it when you're having fun. Yeah, sure. So I got some footage of this guy flying last year. That's the leading thing on my video. The opening scene is this thing. Impressive. Very impressive. It sure is. Beyond impressive. And just beautiful. This the finishing material?
Oh, I'm kind of late.
That's basically how it's done. Which props did we use? The ones rubber band together. So we were using them. Number 12 was on number 4. Well, you've done enough detailing with panel lines and wheels. I appreciate this stuff. I totally appreciate it. Yes. What I appreciate is that it's electric. I think that is the coolest part. My goal is to be the first one to have an electric stunt ship. At some point in time, that will happen.
Number 4 is this one right here.
You must be leading the way with this throttle control thing. So far, there's other horses in the race, though. Okay, put those on. This really is some premier piece of work. These motors are back.
Well, actually, yeah, he did run into that problem. I did. I kind of waited till it took work.
Imagine the other thing, you never have to wipe them out. Never have to wipe them out.
Okay, we're ready to go.
And also, if you like a fly in the winter, you don't have to clean. Oh, yeah. Just phenomenal. Yeah, that's really detailed there. Rivet lines and stuff. I have old Frank Beatty crazy. He says, why don't you build a scale model? I says, come on, Frank, it's too easy. And he believes me. You know he's biting on the hook on that one, you know.
2 and 3. 3 goes on 3 and 2 goes on 2.
How is it? Build-X attended pretty well? Yeah, excellent. It's growing every year.
I think it's bigger than last year, was it?
I don't know how you count bigger, more entries or more people. It's not going down in value, you know. And it seems like each year it gets to be more fun. That's the main thing.
I was looking around, I thought,
That was lower this year. 2 hours of rain in 4 days. Yeah, 2 hours we had to sit under the tent and eat hot dogs and stuff, but that isn't too bad. It's electric, Gary. All electric. The day is going to come when that'll happen.
Okay, we're getting organized.
And if you told me a year ago, I didn't notice it was electric when I was videotaping it. Until I saw the prop stop, then I knew something was up. It's going to come.
First guy, scratch, we're up.
Just think of never having to wipe the model off again.
I used to have any compression.
No, we're all right. Thanks.
No compression, yeah.
I want to find out exactly which one.
So we're in a pretty good area. Oh yeah. What kind of dog is that?
That's a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, long hair? Long hair, yeah.
Yes. See, originally they all had long hair, but then they bred it out of them, and every now and then you get kind of a retro one.
That Weimaraner thinks they're going to be friends.
Yeah. He's thinking.
Actually, that's a girl, and 2 girls don't usually like
Tell you what is that. There? Pylon is. If I have any bio sheets on it, well, then I'll be able to give you a little bit of detail. The air
Problem with the nose strut on this, I'm not sure.
So that we can let all of the spectators know the aircraft that you're flying, the engine that you have on board. Appreciate you getting that press sheet into me as soon as you can. Beautiful twin-engine German aircraft going up, and they don't have the press sheet on hand to help me with that, so we'll just have to play that by ear. Hope that we get some information in here as soon as possible.
Hovering right in the air with the velocity of the wind in the air. We have the pilots out here. We have all pilots all over the country. I haven't gone through all of these sheets yet to know whether or not we have anybody down here from Canada, which we usually do. They keep me in
one line over there. See Mr. Terry Mitch for all of you. Another Rafal?
twin engine, 2 turbines. Incredible piece of work, incredible. So if you've never seen this in real life, this is absolutely unbelievable. I try not to do too much talking here so you can hear the sounds in the models, actually the sounds, and it's not of people talking that might have, some interest. And from here we're going to kind of head over the control line, see if we can get some of the control line flights. Control line scale is today. And we'll try to have back here later tonight or tomorrow. We're going to try to bounce back and forth as we can.
Okay, we're working at trying to get the test information so that I can give you some of the details.
About 2 feet over the ground, so you level out about 2 feet off the ground. You probably see how well it reacts.
Those that I know,
nice job getting that tail up.
Gets a nice round of applause. It's going to be Terry Nitch with the Rafale.
twin turbine engines powering this aircraft.
I'll let the commentator do the commentary.
Bob Violet has his. These are both Bob Violet kit aircraft. See all kinds of aircraft getting checked out in the background here. We have air troops, we have T-51 Mustangs, we have Wacos, next to 300 9-deckers.
There goes the Rafale. One of the highlights of every NATS, seeing these turbine jets.
Except for his first flight. As
This stuff looks so impressive even when you're by the control line circle and they fly by.
And he did, right at the last minute. Got that thing leveled out and that rolling wind that we had.
It's an unforgettable thing to see these in real life.
Starting to get these fresh sheets in. And I know so many guys didn't have them while I would have worked on it last night. But I was enjoying the electric fly that they had at the Horizon Center yesterday. Flying an electric radio control aircraft indoors. Radio control miniature aircraft, of course, epitomized here by saying a twin turbine powered aircraft. Not only the engine that developed the sail flying like the aircraft first had scale sound of the aircraft, and now they're flying them with Jet A fuel. That's right, the same fuel that's used in the airliners that you travel on. Jet A fuel now being used to fly these aircraft. So it's really putting it into the realm of the absolute scale of the aircraft. Here comes the aircraft, and it does the slow flyby.
aircraft up there, and the name of it just escapes me until I get that information available. I want to make sure that I'm giving you the correct information on the aircraft, rather just to let you enjoy watching it fly. And later on, get that correct information. We're going to try to get in 2 rounds today, but one never knows. Dropping his wind tank. Part of the requirement on the aircraft. All types of aircraft, civilians, big subs, aircraft, Broncos, and in contrast, the turbine-powered aircraft, high overhead. Applause for getting that baby in there. These guys were doing a great job. aircraft is on a certain line, you'll pick that up, AI decker coming in, and look at there. Had that little gust of wind and dropped off, took the engine down, and turns it off the runway for the finish of his flight. Bob Violet with the, I told you there was two French Rafale aircraft on the field, and Bob Violet flying the other one. Versus manufacturer of that particular kit. That makes sense. Okay, it looks like we have a Corsair out there that's ready to fly on line 3. Information on the aircraft, and it's going to take a while to get it all organized here, but we'll keep on. As you can see, I see a big size J3 that's getting ready for the flight. All our enthusiasts, myself included, fly an 80-inch wingspan tub. Portion of it. Looks like the big quarter scale is being controlled by gas engine of the sound. Actually around that. And J3 Cub in the air. On the flight line in the box area, the ready area, we have a whole bunch of people out there that are not pilots or mechanics. You need to get off of this ring. We need to make sure that only the pilots and the mechanics, people that are working with the aircraft, are in this area. Otherwise, we have a young man there. He needs to be back into the safety area. I know you like to be right out here where everything is happening, but the safety requirements indicate that you really have to stay back and doing M11 turnaround. Cove up there right now. Look at this, I'm in with my golf, covering. Off to our right, the Corsair stuff. And a beautiful, looks like a YCF Waco out there on the line getting ready. Taxi out. Into the fall, nose up. And we'll roll up here at the 45.
Looking for you. I wondered. White plastic bag.
What did I miss? I was over here working on